they won't know. This is kind of the vibe I want for the interview, by the way. I just want us to like chill and shoot the shit.
Yeah.
You know, like every other outlet is gonna hit you with the league questions, right? They're gonna how's it feel to be back? What was it like in challenge? I just saw Rise's interview and I was like, oh, I mean, I was gonna ask those questions too, but you know, what is something different that I can hang out and just chat with Turtle about life?
Yeah,
you know,
everything's good.
You know, younger you and current you, things that you've learned outside of the game that, you know, help now. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
did you buy a house? Like, have you bought a house?
I have for my family, like a couple of years back, like 3 years back.
Okay.
I mean, all I can say is like, you know, life is short. You know, you gotta enjoy every moment of it.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think I wasn't living life to the fullest until I was really into that like mindset. It's like really just be yourself and try to be.
Well, you've always been like positive mindset to the point where it did feel like you were living to the fullest, but.
I mean, like, I think for me it's like.
How's it different?
I think I try to portray as much positivity as possible, but like because of that, it's like I'm pretty negative with myself. Like, you know, to be a good league player, you have to be pretty critical of yourself. You have to break down everything. Like, if it's bad about you, it's like, damn, I didn't hit that creep there. I'm pissed now. You know, it's just stuff like that. So I think like because of how rough I am with myself, I think I just like outwardly more positive, I think.
That makes sense, right? Sometimes, I guess, like the critical eye begets even more critical eye, but sometimes it's the critical eye, then you have an inverse somewhere.
And then, like, I guess ambition is kind of like, it's like endless dragon, you know, just always chasing you. So you can't stop, you know, it's just how it is. Like, I just can't stop being, like, competitive. There's no way.
Was there times where you wanted to change that competitive nature to something else, maybe?
Not necessarily. I think mostly, like, people always ask me, like, what I'm gonna do after my career and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it kind of felt like a year ago, right?
Yeah. So people just continue asking me stuff like that. I'm just like, I'm honestly not too sure. Like, I just want to live my life with that. Because, like, prior to that, I was like, it just, like, adds unnecessary stress to, like, something that hasn't even happened yet. I mean, like, it's nice to think about, like, yeah, I mean, like, an easy answer is like, yeah, maybe I'll be a streamer, maybe I'll make some content, like, but I don't think, like, anything of, like, along those lines are for me, you know?
Yeah.
Just, like,
okay, good. I mean, because, you know, like, Afro just stepped down and retired officially. It wasn't even like, hey, he stepped down. He said, I'm retired, right? Stixay,
so it is
stepped down.
It is leaving a huge, I guess, chapter behind you when you do, like, announce it publicly.
Exactly.
And it's kind of wishy-washy when you announce it and come back.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at 100 Thieves guys, you know?
Yeah. You know, those guys that you may or may not be familiar with. But you didn't do that. You kept just rolling with the punches, whether it was an academy, whether it was a different type of role, but you stayed on the competitive side of things. Is that part of that competitive nature?
I just always loved video games. Like, my first game I really fell in love with was, like, Dota. Like, I followed, like, the Dota pros for, like, a while. Like, it was, like, my game. Yeah. It just ended up going to League because I was better at it, frankly.
Yeah. Was there a time, this whole week I've been asking hard questions. So, like, was there a time, like, last year where you're like, ooh, maybe I'm not one of the top 10 guys to get a spot?
Oh, yeah, definitely, for sure. I mean, like, I think if I didn't land a team, I probably would have announced my retirement, actually. Like, same thing. Like, I was kind of just, like, cruising a little bit. I took, like, 5 months off, and it's like, hey, like, 2023 is coming. Like, you have to figure out, like, what am I going to do, right? Like, am I going to coach? Am I going to play again? Am I going to retire? You know, like, things like that.
Because you look at the spectrum of options from, I would say that, you know, season 2012, 2013 era, like Jake Xmithy's over coaching over at Immortals. Bjerg retire. Peter did the streamer back into player. Afro stepped down. Stixay went from no team to positional coach to academy to now in great form, and everyone's talking about it. Like,
I mean, the game is always changing. Like, you do have some patches you're going to be better on. That's just how the nature of the game is going to be, and yeah, you know, life is unpredictable.
How do you feel about this patch? I mean, you pulled out Ezreal, right?
Yeah.
That was. I don't think a lot of people are playing Ezreal.
I don't know. I just kind of was feeling it, you know. Just
What is it like working with Chowie, who, again, another one of those
yes.
old era pros that have been playing for a long time?
Me and Chowie actually go like way back. I think like back when I was like we played an international tournament together when I was like 17. It was like IPL San Francisco, and he went there as Singapore Sentinels. I remember him because like I was playing mid lane at the time. I think he was still mid lane. He was like he was a bot laner at the time, I believe.
Okay,
so,
before he shifted to mid lane.
Yeah, before he shifted. So like I was playing against his. Wait, I actually don't remember what role Chowie was. I think he was mid already at that time. But like anyway, it just goes all the way far back as like then. That's like when I first introduced myself to Chowie, and like that's kind of like how we knew each other. So going to this team, it's like we already have like some history over there, you know.
That's so wild. I mean, what's that like being coached by someone who is a peer?
I highly respect
You're older?
him.
Are you
He's older than me.
Okay.
But I highly respect him. Like he has like a deep background in like Dota as well, so there's all that too. So I think he's like a great coach, and I respect him a lot.
Again, going back to that PCS that Southeast Asian Taiwanese Bamble, you're a mid laner, another one of these legacy, international, very experienced, still highly rated players. How does that feel compared to the mishmash of players that you have now with Boogie there, who's well-traveled? You have Chime, who's younger but still waiting for his opportunity, and Solo, who just will not go.
I still haven't like really like gotten to the team dynamics of our team. Like I'm kind of just like there, quiet in the corner, kind of just doing my thing. But I haven't really like. There's also a language barrier between like Boogie and Maple, so it's like I can't really talk to those guys. Like I joke around with Chime, and I have some history with Solo, so that's kind of how the team is.
Was that for the FlyQuest years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Solo. But our team is essentially like a PCS team 2.0, LMS team 2.0.
Yeah, there's some, what do we call it? KFE, Korean enthusiasts, as we say. Like Monty loves the FlyQuest team and the idea of how TL was made. But if you're a PCS enthusiast, a lot of friends I made over in Singapore are huge fans of this TSM squad.
I love it too.
I kind of wanted to get your thoughts on how you feel about just being plopped in here. Did it feel like it was a move for laning phase? Because that's what it was said.
I was pretty nervous moving into like the main team. I didn't know what to expect for one, and like I was finally getting my groove with the NACL team. We had like a lot of rough weeks on that squad over there. Like we kept changing the supports for a bit because we had visa problems.
Yep.
And we finally kind of got our footing a little bit, and then I got thrown into like the LCS fray, and still figuring it out, you know. I've only been on the team for like 4 days, by the way.
Yeah, well, I mean, they showed your footage on TSM Legends. I was like, look, they're doing VOD review. Got Turtle's profile right here.
That's when I got the stash going on.
You had the pre-match shave.
Dude, I actually grew facial hair like insane. This is like 1 day. Like, I mean, it's almost nothing, but like.
That's rare. We don't normally get to do it. This is me not shaving for like a month.
Oh wow, that's a month?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah, I can get like maybe longer than that in like a month.
Sheesh. All right, the playoff period. Can we hold you to it?
Maybe.
All right.
If the fans want to see it.
The hesitation.
If the fans want to see it, it's there, you know.
All right, fans, do your job. Let them know. I know it hasn't been that long, but do you see yourself being like right now you are defaulting to fly on the wall, like, hey, let's see how everything works, but how much do you feel yourself stepping into like a leadership role or a bigger voice in the team?
I think I already say like what's on my mind. I don't really like, because like I'm already a veteran of LCS, I don't really have like, you know, the nerves of a new player might have. I can just say things how I see them, like even if it's wrong, I'll just say it anyway, you know. So it's not more like I think my role in the team is already like cemented just because of my personality. I just go in there and do my thing.
Gotcha. Yeah. On the NACL roster, you have Hanser and Svenskeren, right? How much having them there prepared you back for LCS?
A lot. I think playing with those players is just like I kind of get a feel of like what a player should be doing and like what a good play is. Like I think those guys are like really set up like pretty game-winning plays in NACL. So they did. Like they helped me a lot with like my role as an AD carry as well. Like when I moved onto the main team, I knew exactly like what I needed to do, like my role as an AD carry player. Yeah. Just because like I was kind of already like prepping it with these guys.
You said earlier you took 5 months off. What was one of the best things that you did with that time off? Was it a trip? Was it an event? Was it something you buy yourself?
I mean, I spent some time in New York just like getting to know the city a little bit. That was pretty fun. Played a lot of Dota, which was also really fun.
Okay. Work on those mechanics again, or deny creeps. You stay more active.
I joined a tower defense tournament.
Okay.
I ended up winning that. Yeah.
Did you really? Did people know who you were?
Yeah, some of the players knew. Yeah, it was really funny. The game's called Legion TD, just shameless plug.
Yeah, I was like, all right. I mean, is that a mod? Within Dota? I don't know.
It was a mod.
All right.
Yeah.
Damn, that all sounds really good. And then lastly,
yeah, that was fun.
What about New York was so good? Because you got a lot of East Coast fans here, specifically New York fans from.
Let's see.
Last
I don't know.
MSG.
I just liked the aspect of like walking everywhere. Like it was kind of crowded as well.
Can't do that here in LA.
Yeah, you can't really like walk.
You need a car.
But, yeah, I did like the aspect of walking, and then I liked how crowded it was too. Like everything was, it just felt like busy, Like walking.
Yeah.
I don't know, just enjoyed walking a lot, I guess is a good way to put it.
Getting outside and moving helps your brain move too, like sometimes you get stuck in
Actually, funny enough, like last month, I don't know what was going on. I think I hurt myself or something, but like my foot like started swelling like crazy. I just like walked for like 2 hours, like just like on the beach in Santa Monica, and it was just like, my foot just started swelling, and then it was like in pain for like a week. And I was like, damn, I don't know what's going on here.
Do you think you stepped on something allergic?
I have no idea.
A rusty nail?
But I might have to go check that out, because it actually first happened when I was boot camping in Korea. I was like on the treadmill, and like my foot was just getting like swollen.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should get that checked out.
Yeah, I should.
I thought you were blaming LA there. I was like, LA beaches are normally nice, I promise. What was the biggest shift after that break and then going back into playing? You obviously played multiple different games and had success there, but did you just feel like just starting to get back into a routine?
Yeah, I think it's just getting back into a routine. I like my current routine. I think like I was grinding like a lot before, but like now I did like, all right, in December I think I was grinding like maybe too much, and like my results weren't like yielding as much as I wanted them to.
Yeah.
So I kind of like just took like slower steps and like played less games and played games when I only wanted to win, because like I was like mindlessly playing, and I was like losing every solo queue game, and I'm like, what am I doing?
Yep.
Like, even my solo queue rank's pretty low right now. I'm only like 500 LP.
Only 500, y'all.
Yeah.
You can catch them.
Yeah, you can catch me.
The last thing I want to ask is, or two more things. If you got your 4 new teammates, only 4 days, use one word to describe each of them, and you obviously have some history with them, and Chowie. So we'll throw 5. So
I think solo is
one word.
Positive.
Okay. Positive solo.
Boogie is very loud.
Okay. Yeah. What are we doing, Maple?
Maple loves watching like.
This is one word. Come on, one word. Maple is.
He's quirky. How about that?
Quirky. Okay, sure. That was a good one. Look at you, starting to bust out the hot words for SATs.
And then Chime is ARAM. I would just say.
Okay. That's it. All right, acronyms are in. All right, give me Chime.
I mean,
yeah, that was one word. That was one word. Give me Chime. Last one.
I'll just say past,
Oh, okay.
From the past.
Chowie is past. I don't know if Chowie's gonna like that one.
That's cool, he's from the past, man.
And then lastly, I've been asking all the players this week, you're a well-traveled man, obviously in New York, so I feel like you can weigh in on NA here. What is your favorite burger joint?
Oh.
The Koreans have been like, it's back and forth with several well-known establishments, but how you feel?
I like Hi-Ho cheeseburger.
Yeah, okay.
That's what they're called, right? Hi-Ho cheeseburger?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Okay, I think that place is good.
All right, see, they don't know
That's
about
the last
that.
one I had, so.
They don't know about that.
Yeah, I mean, spread the word.
Everyone keeps doing the...
Pop the Koreans, spread the word.
Yeah, hi-ho.
Yeah.
So they've been doing the In-N-Out, Shake Shack, and Five Guys, strangely enough. Someone, I forgot who likes all the grease.
Let's
but
do the hi-ho.
Let's
throw it in there.
All right, hi-ho. That's the 4th one in there. It's the inside scoop here from Turtle. Yo, if you want more content, make sure to follow him, like, subscribe, support this great human being.
Support the interview, yeah.
And then support me too. Make sure to subscribe to Digani Sports. Thanks.
See you guys. All right, awesome.
Yeah,